Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our December 15th council meeting, our last one for the year of 2025. And our first order of business is a call to order and pledge of allegiance. Item number 2 on the agenda is the reading of our sunshine statement and roll call by Mrs. Lauren Stats, our municipal clerk.
This meeting of the Dunellen Borough Council is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of December 15th, 2025 was included in a list of meetings that was advertised in the Courier on January 9th, 2025, and as a teleconference was noticed on the official Dunellen website on December 12th, 2025, and on the public bulletin board on North Avenue on December 12th, 2025, and has remained continuously posted as the required notice. Mayor Salento.
Present.
Council President Sigmund.
Here.
Mrs. Albertson.
Here.
Mrs. Lance.
Here.
Mrs. Rios.
Here.
Mr. Scott.
Here.
And Mrs. Vandermark. Here.
Item number 3 on our agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes from our regular meeting of December 1st. Do we have a motion, a second? Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Any comments or additions or redactions to the meeting minutes of December 1st as they currently stand? Without hearing any, we'll take a roll call.
Mrs. Albertson.
Yes.
Mrs. Lance.
Yes.
Mrs. Rios.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark.
Yes.
Item number 4 on the agenda is adoption of ordinances. We have 2025-21, an ordinance to amend the general legislation of the Borough of Dunellen Municipal Code, Chapter 233, Sewer Use, Article 1, General Regulations, Section 37, Sewer Rates. Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Any members of the public that are here? We have a gentleman from our bond council. If there's any questions for him, the public, please state your name and your residency. We ask that you only address item number 4, ordinance 2025-21. Without hearing any members of the public on 2025-21, we open the floor to mayor and council for discussion. Is there anything you would like to add? Good. Mr. Miller? Last meeting, okay. Legal, we're good? Okay. If there's no further discussion from council, we'll take a roll call, please.
Mrs. Albertson.
Yes.
Mrs. Lance.
Yes.
Mrs. Rios.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark.
Yes.
Item number 5 on the agenda is resolutions. We have resolutions 396 through 402, and Mrs. Stats, our municipal clerk, is going to read them through and give us the opportunity to discuss them.
Resolution 396 is to pay the bills.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second.
Mrs. Albertson.
Yes.
Mrs. Lance.
Yes.
Mrs. Rios.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark.
Yes.
Resolution 397 is to amend resolution from August 4th, 2025, number 281, approving the change of Kelly Cedar's job title from Recreation Program Coordinator to Recreation Director.
Move it.
Second, Sigmund. Mr. Miller, can you just briefly address this?
Yeah, Mayor, back in the summertime, there was a mistake in the resolution for, the Cedar, originally had her, resolution as her role was gonna stay the same, the salary was gonna stay the same. She became a rec director, obviously director position is a more demanding position. You are the one that oversees the whole program from parks and recreation, and I don't see what that to the salary. And I did send out a job description to council.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll take a roll. Mrs. Albertson.
Yes.
Mrs. Lance.
Yes.
Mrs. Rios.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark.
Yes.
Resolution number 398 is to authorize a work change order for the installation and reconstruction of ADA ramps on Jackson Avenue.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Mrs. Albert?
Mr. Milligan.
So you looked at my way. Yeah, so during the project, there was sections added, curb work and some, depressed curb, openings to a couple of different locations, openings. So we had to expand the scope of the work, which was another additional 300 square foot, 6-inch concrete, adding 4 of these aprons. And then another, 94 linear feet of, curb. Yeah. It wasn't originally figured in there, but as time, they were removing the curb, it came to. It needed to be replaced, we're doing all the work, and we become sure of it. We've got to continue with the road project, and we want to make sure that everything.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark?
Yes.
Resolution number 399 is to award Sunco Safety Marketplace for the installation of a fence at 635 Bambrook Road at an amount not to exceed $6,997.38.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios?
Do have a question. Is this the strip joint?
Strip joint, yep, the fence around there.
So with this project, we're just getting a temporary fence that we put around the whole perimeter of the project for safety reasons. We went through a similar situation at the firehouse, temporary fence, purchase at a time. So we'll have to go to that. So before the project gets taken in and whoever takes on the project, one of the things would be a temporary fence that has to be planted. And the rate costs much more than the purchase. We'll put it up, put it around for everyone will die, which is the DPW, just have it for another day.
So we'll be moving those big tree stumps.
Correct.
Awesome.
It'll take the whole perimeter.
No other question? Take a roll. Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark? Resolution number 400 is to authorize the transfer of 2024 appropriation reserves to accounts payable.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios?
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark. Resolution number 401 is to hire winter basketball coaching staff for the recreation department.
Move it Rios?
Second. Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark.
Yes.
Resolution number 402 is authorizing the award of a contract to SHI International Corp. For the purchase and installation of new security system at Borough Hall, Police Department, and Office of Emergency Management.
Move it Rios?
Second.
Mr. Miller, would you like to address this?
Sure, sure. So a while back, we were looking at some of the security systems that we had, or concerns that we had in Borough Hall. First thing that came in is the camera system that we have in PD is not compliant. So, yeah, obviously that was a big factor. We have to get up with compliancy. So with this project would be using the hard wires that we have now, but we'd be changing all the cameras to compliant and, a better system for identification. The cameras that we have now, the location would be the same, and then we'd be adding more cameras, another camera to the hallway, coming up to the chambers on the court side, and then also adding camera in this hallway to the Borough Hall side. On the top of the hall, so we can see whoever's coming and going into any new office upstairs. At the lobby to the Borough Hall side, we'll have a buzzing system where a camera would recognize the individual who's trying to come in, and they would get buzzed in from the clerk's office or from my office. more cameras outside the building for security. So the whole outer perimeter of Borough Hall and Police Department with in the camera system that we'll have. Tax office will have cameras inside and outside too. And then also the same system will be applied to the OEM office outside and inside of the offices over there. It enhances all the security to our borough. Thank you.
I have a question. So, audio as well. Okay. And then, how long will it keep video recording for?
But you know, obviously you can bank, you can put it in iCloud, so I'm sure there's other things, other factors. So it'd be a little, a good period of time, so obviously if there's an incident, we can have access to it. And police would have access to all the cameras to go into the location, so.
Okay, so then with the recordings, does the police department have maybe like an extended access to recordings? Or is it going to just be the same account and then it'll have the same access so that if something did need to be recovered, would
They
they
have
have?
full access to it. Was an incident, to, review. If there's any kind of issues.
That's it.
Did that answer your question?
It's all
Yeah,
right.
they would have full access to like to whatever backup is, any.
Is your question referring to somebody on the administrative side?
I'm asking more about the length of time that you would have access to it, and I'm talking about, is there a difference between the length of time that say you would have access to it versus the police department would have access to it?
Same, we have
Okay.
the same access.
Okay,
Good questions.
Okay.
How much it stores?
that answers my question.
Yeah.
Any other council members for discussion?
And eventually, eventually we'll also look at like getting the same type of system. Which would be last money at the library too, so all our buildings are on the same system, so this way. All we can, the police have access to that law. Security.
Thank you. Okay, no further discussion, let's take a roll.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Vandermark? Yes.
Item number 6 on the agenda is the consent agenda. We have resolutions 403 through 426. I'll give council a moment to review the resolutions. If there is any specific resolution you would like pulled, please let us know. We'll pull them and then vote consent for the other ones and discuss the pulled resolutions separately.
I'm just wondering, on, what is it, 410? I have a question, so do you wanna pull? Okay,
We would need to pull it,
all
correct?
right.
Okay, so we're definitely pulling 410, we're pulling 414.
Bill, is that?
You're not a decision making there, are you?
No.
So I'm just saying that.
Okay, so we're pulling 410 and 414.
Any other resolutions to pull? Okay. Can I have a motion and second to vote on consent agenda 403 through 426 with the exception of 410 and 414? Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Rios?
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Okay. 410. Yes, Councilwoman Lance.
Just a question about, if there's any existing limit to how many chickens, I love that people are getting chicken.
5. No roosters.
No, I'm not,
I
I didn't finish my question. Okay, so my question is there a limit to how many chickens we can have per our square mile?
No.
Okay,
No, there's a limit how many they can have, I believe it is 8, and like you said, no roosters.
So it was fine.
so it's 8 times however many lots we have in Dunellen. Okay,
Yep, I mean, only 4 people, 4 households have chickens.
no,
Where's that check? I'm curious.
Okay, so I'll check it right now.
I'm not against the chickens, I love the chickens,
And
but
they're inspected every year, the coops are inspected, the code enforcement officer goes and inspects them.
Are we legally allowed to make a bet?
I'm gonna go with your memory.
No, she does this on for a living. Just like as the ordinance back in the day. This section specifically.
They make me read fast. I didn't take it, it's wrong.
Taken 5.
Alright. Alright. Yeah. Really, it's fine. Eight.
You found it? See? Okay.
Eight.
I would've lost.
Price is right here over.
so 8.
Eight household, and no roosters.
No roosters.
Okay, thanks.
So if you find roosters in town, let us know, they're going right to the butcher.
We have a motion and second then on 410. Move it, yeah.
Second signal.
Ms. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios? Yes. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mr. Vandenberg? Yes. I'm Mrs. Fitz, sorry.
It makes me just chicken holiday.
So yeah, the motion and second on the.
Move it, signal.
Second Lance?
Mrs. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios? The same. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
And Mrs. Fitz? Yes.
Okay, council reports, Councilwoman, Vandermark.
Okay, in November, our police department received 1,884 CAD entries. 577 motor vehicle tickets. 442 motor vehicle stops. 15 arrests. 70 DWIs and 17 crashes.
Your reports this evening?
Yes.
Just so you know, great job so far. You're doing great. Well, we know you're gonna continue to do a great job, but I just wanted to let you know that. Councilwoman Rios?
Yes, buildings and grounds public works. Public Works completed installation of holiday wreaths, decorative roping on the downtown poles, as well as holiday decorations at Washington Memorial Park. Really nice. Additionally, electrical upgrades were completed on the second floor of Borough Hall, which will greatly benefit all second floor offices. Public Works also mounted 2 televisions in the OEM office. PARSA was on site for coming service to inspect the generators at the pump station at the crossings. The generator successfully passed inspection. The Dunellen Public Library, the search for the new library director has resumed. Interested applicants are encouraged to contact the interim director or view the job postings on Indeed. As always, please visit the library's website or Facebook page for information on upcoming and ongoing programs. If you have any ideas for programs you would like to see offered, please reach out to the library via email. And the next Board of Ed meeting will be held tomorrow, November 16th at 7 p.m.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman Albertson.
And I'd like to wish everyone a happy holiday season.
Take some time to enjoy family and friends, good food and good fun. And if you don't have a Christmas tree yet, there's beautiful ones over at the fire department.
Okay, sure, sweet, good point. Councilwoman Lance?
Yeah. So the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony was held on Sunday, December 7th at 6 p.m. in Washington Memorial Park. This wonderful event is a highlight in Dunellen, and it took the efforts of many amazing individuals to bring this magical night to life. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the mayor and council for their continued support of our events. A special thank you to everyone involved, Mayor Salento for leading the countdown during the tree lighting ceremony, the Recreation Commission for their invaluable assistance with the event, Carl Geiger and the Favorite School fifth grade choir, the Imperial Brass Band, the Dunellen EMS Fire Department Rescue Squad, OEM CERTS team, and the police department, and special thanks to Mike Luthman. We're looking forward to another beloved Dunellen tradition on Christmas Eve. Our fire department will escort Santa around town, starting on the north side at around 10 a.m. Listen for the sirens and join in the festive fun. And finally, this year's celebration of the annual Senior Citizens Holiday Party will take place on Sunday, January 4th at 1:30 p.m. at the Dunellen Firehouse. Any senior interested in attending can contact the Recreation Department. As always, we invite the mayor and council to join us for this joyous occasion.
Okay, I just really quick a shout out to Peg Lockwood and her husband Nick from the Art Annex and Maggie Murray's for the new decorations they added to the gazebo. I think it made it that much more festive. Council President Sigmund.
Yes, no report tonight.
Okay. No call to action on volunteers for 26.
Call to action for 2026, yes. You have already put that form out. I would just encourage people to go online, look at it. There are lots of opportunities, lots of different categories and ways you can help. It is a wonderful way to get involved in town and to deepen your connection to where we live and the people that we live in town with. So please check it out and join us.
Okay, perfect. Councilman Scott.
For DPW, they continue weekly leaf cleanup in the parks and leaf cleanup in the downtown. That wasn't good, so. The crews continue leaf bag collection and leaf bag curbside pickup will continue through the end of the year. On December 6th, they spot salted as needed in various locations in the borough and prepared the park for the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And recently, the snow removal and road treatment, along with maintaining borough properties on Saturday, the 13th, the snowstorm. And they work into the night on midday on the 14th. And a reminder about parking restrictions for snow emergencies. To ensure the snow plows can operate freely and effectively. Parking restrictions will be in effect in borough streets and roadways accessible for essential emergency functions. These restrictions take effect 1 hour after continuous snowfall begins and remain in effect for 12 hours after the snowfall ends. During this time, no vehicles may be parked, stopped, left abandoned on any streets within the borough of Dunellen. Vehicles on the street during snow events will be ticketed. And if you don't, also, please don't direct your snow from the snow blower onto the plowed streets as it can cause ice. For alternate off-street parking during snow emergencies, the following locations are available: the American Legion Post 119 at 137 Market Road, McCoy Park on North Washington Avenue, and Columbia Park on Orange Street. And just a final reminder, the Christmas tree curbside pickup will take place after Christmas through January. And a reminder that your trees cannot be in a bag or have lights on the tree. And that's my response.
Okay, thank you, Councilman, and it was one of the things I was gonna mention too. Cause I know some people have this question or make the assumption that we don't ticket cars that are left on the road. The police officers do ticket cars that are left out on the road. During and shortly after the storm. I know there's sometimes a question of why don't we tow them? Well, that creates a whole nother risk and liability situation. So we ticket them to the towing. They can only be so many places at once. There are tow companies. And for the individuals who question about the sidewalks, we do send out citations for property owners who do not clear their sidewalks and the intersections in which they live next to. So it is handled and they are held accountable for their inactions.
So just so that's on the record. And of course, both ordinance are within a certain time here, so I appreciate you bringing that back up, but I also want to put that on the record that. For cars and for individuals who do not shovel their properties within a reasonable time in our ordinance. That public needs access to, there are citations that are issued, so. Okay. I just want to wish a happy Hanukkah and make note of our lighting ceremony, our menorah lighting ceremony with the start of Hanukkah last night. I wish to welcome everybody to our celebration tomorrow night and also a joyful and peaceful holiday. We'll mark the Festival of Lights tomorrow evening with a menorah lighting ceremony at Washington Memorial Park at 6 p.m. Please join us. Volunteer applications are open. And the terms for terms that begin in 2026. We're collecting them through Friday, December 19th. Volunteering is one of the most meaningful ways that you can give back in our Miracle Mile. And I know we're all grateful for the many residents and business owners who step up to the plate to volunteer for our boards, commissions, and committees, as well as our emergency services. We offer a wide range of opportunities for individuals with diverse interests. Applications are available online at dunellen-nj.gov/volunteering or in person at Borough Hall. And if you don't get appointed to a voting member position, we do send out the names and contact information of those who wish to volunteer to the specific boards and commissions. So that's then on to the boards themselves to reach out to you directly. On Wednesday, December 10th, we held our Dunellen's annual mayoral town hall on redevelopment. Residents heard directly from our redevelopment professionals about the borough's progress from the start of redevelopment efforts in 2001 to where we are today and what lies ahead for our Miracle Mile. This annual town hall reflects our continued commitment to transparency and collaboration, ensuring that resident input helps guide our redevelopment plan as it evolves to meet the community's needs. So if you were unable to attend, the town hall is available on our YouTube channel, and you can go to youtube.com/@Borough of Dunellen, New Jersey. Our Washington Avenue beautification projects, the contractor has completed approximately 75% of the concrete replacement work and anticipates finishing this coming week, of course, weather permitting. Once complete, installation of bricks, pavers will begin, then of course, the new beautiful decorative lights. Decorative LED upgrade on Washington Avenue this past Thursday. PSEG did install new LED lights on the decorative poles along Washington Avenue between North Ave and Dunellen Ave, completing the LED upgrade to our downtown decorative lighting. New Jersey American Water, our infrastructure improvements, expected to complete its water main installation in the coming week, weather permitting. Since 2002, American Water has invested just over $18 million in the borough of Dunellen. All streets impacted by this year's work, including Page Place, South Avenue, Grove Street, Lehigh Street, Prospect Avenue, Whittier Avenue, New Market Road, and the 200 block of Penfield Avenue, Parkway, the Maple Avenue intersection and Maple Avenue will be milled and paved in 2026, as well as more work and roads to be looked at next year. In terms of their CRJ's equipment from some of this, they were informed to move them because they were supposed to move them last week, and some residents have, rightfully so, questioned why they haven't been moved after they said they.
Yeah, so this morning we by Whittier Ave, they cleared up the snow that was around the.
Thank you. American Water, the lead pipe inspection program, in coordination with Montana Construction. They'll begin conducting lead pipe inspections throughout the borough from Tuesday, December 16th through Tuesday, December 23rd between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Weather permitting, of course, roads will remain open through minor delays may occur. A full inspection schedule is available on the borough website under the news section. Any work near Faber Elementary School will occur during school hours and will not disrupt the drop off or pickup. So we'll do their word on that. Second Street Phase 1 tree replacements and service walk replacements are anticipated to start in the spring of 26. In terms of the New Market and Walnut Street intersection, the county has requested that the Board of Commissioners adopt a resolution to accept the design contract. Once executed, a design kickoff will schedule. And so I went over ticketing. It's the last meeting of the year. I want to say thank you to the Borough Council, our administrative staff and team, legal, everyone here in these chambers, and obviously throughout the borough who work for the borough.
our emergency services, and our volunteers throughout the borough. Just want to say thank you for your work and continued commitment to serving public, our residents, our business owners. At times it is a thankless job, but I want to say thank you on behalf of myself. And so thank you for the hard work that you do each and every day for our miracle mile. So thank you. Also just want to extend a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone in the public and in these chambers, and a happy and healthy new year. We've accomplished a lot this past year, and there's a lot to look forward to moving forward. So with that, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. God bless you all. God bless Dunellen, and God bless our country, the greatest country in the world, United States of America. So with that, that's the end of my report. And item number 8, council discussion on the Dunellen Municipal Alliance. And this evening we have Rebecca Christian, the chair of the Dunellen Municipal Alliance, who's going to give a short presentation on what's been going on and some suggestions for them moving forward. So if you wouldn't mind, Ms. Christian.
Good evening. The Dunellen Municipal Alliance, the Alliance was originally funded through the Governor's Council on Alcoholism and Drug Use. Monies came from the courts, costs and fines from driving while under the influence. After COVID funding was changed and came under the state budget, the name changed to the Governor's Council on Substance Use Disorder. We are now under the Canopy Regulation Commission. Funding is distributed through a data-driven formula along with the monies from the formula. Municipals have a 25% cash match that is required, 75% in kind donations. Currently, we have received $7,914 plus cash match of $1,978.50 and $5,935.50 in kind donations generally used in the borough and school facilities. We need to find new ways to come up with funding. We will apply for grants and work with the prevention programs who may be able to include our programming in their grants funding. Previously, we only had to do one evidence-based program and then could do other programs. In the new 5-year plan, we will have to do all evidence-based programs, and they must be programs that run multiple times. These are costly and they are good programs. They need not necessarily meet needs of small communities such as Dunellen. Every year we do a leadership academy. This is a 6-hour program presented by professional trainers. We have approximately 55 participants from grades 6 to 12. These students are members of leadership extracurricular clubs or part of the Dunellen High School leadership classes. After this 1 day of training, these students spend a year working in the schools and community. Peer leaders meet with the freshmen once a month to help them transition from the middle school to high school, learning about these real social issues, mental health awareness, diversity, human trafficking, and student skills and internet security. The safety ambassadors work with the 2nd graders, teaching them safety and around cars, bicycles, wheeled activity safety, falls prevention, pedestrian safety, and making healthy choices. The Stop Underage Drinking Students SEDS work with students in all the grades, doing peer-to-peer educational programs. In October, they do a red ribbon activities with students in both the middle and the high schools. In a 2-day period, they reach over 600 students. They also attend National Night Out. Harvest Fest will run an annual overdose awareness ceremony. Our new formulated Youth Advisory Board for Pedestrian Safety is working closely with the schools, Borough Traffic and Pedestrian Safety Commission, as well as keeping Middlesex moving to promote pedestrian safety. They have been asked to work with Keep Middlesex Moving on an e-bike educational program, helping to develop the program and then delivering it to the students in Dunellen. This 1-day leadership leads to many of the promoting safety in our community in variety of ways. According to the new Municipal Alliance guidelines, these programs will no longer be funded. Neither will our pre-prom program, where a trained presenter comes and talks to all the students who are going to the prom. If they do not attend the program, they cannot attend prom. Feedback from the students show that this program raises awareness and good decision making. There are more programs we can talk about, but hopefully you can see that in the past 9 years, we have rejoined the municipal alliance and we have made big differences in our community. We have helped to pass a vaping ordinance ensuring that the local business selling vaping materials are licensed and follow the laws. All of this will change as of July 1st, 2026, unless we withdraw from the alliance and form our own program, similar to Metuchen Cares, which was formed when they withdrew from the municipal alliance several years ago. We've spoken to them and they are willing to guide us as we, the borough, transition to enable us to continue to take care of the Miracle Mile in a way that will work for our community and our families.
Okay, thank you, Chairwoman. Council, any questions pertaining to this? I have a few questions. The Metuchen Cares, which appears to be what is being recommended this be modeled after, that is a separate nonprofit or organization, or is it a subcommittee of the mayor and council? And I know, council, just for transparency, Councilwoman Albertson is the DMA coordinator. You're able to speak on it, of course, but you have to abstain yourself from that decision. So if you would like to, Chairwoman or board council, refer to as coordinator right now.
Okay, the Metuchen Cares program is part of Borough for the municipality of Metuchen. They do get other funding through grants and so forth. So they are able to pretty much sustain themselves. But they have the opportunity to work their programs in a way that will help their community best. And this community awareness for responsible substance education is what CARES stands for. They have been doing this for several years. It seems to be very successful there. They're able to do very similar programs, but they're just, you don't have the municipal alliance telling you not so much what you have to do, but how you have to do it. We all want the same thing. We all want to educate everybody and stop substance misuse, but the way they're going about it at this point is just become very difficult for communities like ours to do much of anything. We do one evidence-based program, and it's $3,600. So when you look at $7,000 or almost $8,000, you have to do 2 of those. You don't have any money to do anything else. And there's other things that we do that are important and that do help the community.
So what would be the funding mechanism for the new folks?
Hopefully the borough would be willing to still do like it's under $2,000, their 25% cash match that they have been doing. And we will reach out and we will go and get grants. We also have a commitment from Wellspring Center for Prevention to provide programming for us through grants that they have. So that would eliminate, for instance, they're the ones that do that $3,600 program. So now if they're going to step up and get a grant themselves to do that for us, that's money we don't have to spend. We may have to cut back a little bit and not do as much, but there's a lot of things that we can do that don't require a lot of money. But again, that because now with this new thing, as Becky talked about, you can't do Leadership Academy. It's only one day. But how many students and how many residents do we reach and hopefully educate and change some ideas and opinions on things by having these students that are trained to do this, but they're like adamant, no, you cannot do that. You have to find something else to do. So we could bring in lots of different education programs, but I don't think they're going to make the difference
So this process would be one to really change the oversight in the sense of not directly answering to, I guess, what the county would be.
Well, actually, yeah, it's the county and then up to the state. So we in turn would then most likely answer to, obviously, to all of you.
And for council's knowledge, the process would be a repeal and replace of the current ordinance, and how would it impact the ordinance for that funding goes to DMA? That would have to be amended to go to whatever new mechanisms being set up at council, so goes that, but
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think the program year runs through June 30th of this year, so. The municipal alliance committee would remain in place through the end of fiscal year. And at that point in time, if the council chose to go that route, there would have to be an ordinance introduced to repeal the current ordinance. And would be replaced with a new ordinance establishing the committee along the lines of what you just mentioned, the Dunellen cares. Would outline the goals and objectives of the committee, the number of members, how it would operate. So with the time, if that's the direction you choose to go, you have to time a new ordinance to be inclusive, adopted, and simultaneously repealed.
So my last question, and then close council, I'm not trying to. I know we received a letter recommending, and I know Cheryl's presentation tonight was to formally present to the public. That letter has, and this presentation has the support of the membership of the DMA. Like there was a meeting on this and there was a vote taken on it, and this presentation is based upon that meeting.
Yes, November 12th.
Okay.
And as far as the money from the vaping licenses, we have to look at the wording of it. I don't think it actually says that it goes to the municipal alliance. I think it was worded differently, but
I'll repeat that.
thank you.
Council Rios, I know you may have questions.
You asked the same questions I have.
I'll throw some questions.
Just, well, so then we have to dissolve the DMA, just to clarify,
Yeah.
dissolve the DMA and do another resolution or an
It'd be a
ordinance?
repeal and replace. We repeal it in an ordinance and we replace it with something else.
But there has to be a time frame around that, correct?
Yes, yeah, you wouldn't do it until June 30th. And it would have to take effect really as quickly after June 30th. as
Yes,
possible.
I think their letter has July 1st as their last day.
Cheryl, anything else you'd like to add, or you're good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I just want to assure you all that we're not trying to do anything, sneaky. We just feel like right now, the formula that you use for giving us money is for small communities is really tough because they look at a lot of different statistics, and we don't have as many people going into rehab as someplace that has, a larger community. We just want to be able to do what we can for our community, and obviously we're not going to do it alone. We need the support of, the schools and the borough and the council and so forth.
Well, I'm getting that my sense is that this is more exploratory at this point in time. So I would recommend that we have a July 1st deadline. And we're going through budget season, then the current board at DMA. As well as maybe a council member or two, if please suggest who would be interested in stepping up to the plate in this exploratory process. Investigate, do research on what a Dunellen cares, I assume is what the new name would be, what an ordinance would look like, meet with Matouch and how it's being like a proposal. So this way, by the time we get to that time frame, the council is very well educated on what we're.
I know Lauren has already found the ordinance and resolution. And I have reached out to Metuchen and they are willing to sit down with us and talk. We just decided we'd wait till after the holidays, obviously, but I mean, they are here willing to support us. It's not, We're not gonna do this blindly.
Okay, so we look forward to the proposal of the mayor out on public, so have a meeting well before, I guess, in June. So, okay, so 2 council members, if you want to offline, tell me who's interested to be a part of that exploratory, let me know, okay?
Just have to remember that there's only 2 meetings in the summer. In July and August.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. So it have to be in June, will have to be May and then June.
Right.
So, okay. Okey-dokey. Any other items on this discussion, public, any questions at this time on municipal alliance discussion, presentation?
I just want to bring in some, the rescue squad is pretty much the catch basin for when we see the addiction issues happen in town. So, if we're looking for evidence-based information, we probably have the best on this, okay? For years, I've said that our problem is not the students. Our problem is a whole lot of other people in our community. And for the most part, they don't come and admit to anybody I'm an addict until they're in the back of our ambulance. I would say if we're looking into what we're going to do in our community, that I would like us to be part of that conversation. Because there are some real needs, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to give any patient information out or anything like that, but obviously there's some stuff going on.
Understood, and we appreciate what you do on it day in, day out. And I think you're right, that should be a part of the conversation as well as the police as well.
No,
And just so you're aware, and want to be very clear, this isn't a conversation we be resolved, it's about what should be put in place, and EMA is not the option.
Right.
Well, something will be in place.
what'll be best for our community.
Yeah, I would like to do like focus groups.
Yep.
And get the police department, get, people in the community,
Okay.
get the rescue squad.
Also, when we were talking about our other sources of funding, about 75% of what I was hearing on the report was student. Seems to me the largest organization that receives funding in this town deals with students, but that's it for a different meeting. That's that.
I'm working on it.
Okay, thank you. Moving on from this item, we're going to department head reports, legal,
No report yet.
AIT,
No new report there.
okay, keep IT. Municipal clerk registrars,
No report there.
okay, great work this year. Administration, DPW,
All was said tonight already, so.
okay, recreation,
No report.
okay, police,
No report.
finance,
Nothing to report.
okay, get ready, Scott. Budget season's on there. Said winter is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Rescue squad,
Just real quick, cold weather has hit us again, so the squad is busier than ever. Last weekend, just on Saturday night alone, we were called out 7 different times and we're running for 12 hours straight without any moments off. So I can't give you the full statistics of what we've done this month because obviously the month isn't over, but we're getting real busy.
okay. Did I say police?
You did.
Oh, it's the end of the year. Okay, no more department heads. Okay, item number 10 is public comments. We open the floor to the public, those who are in chambers, as well as those joining us virtually. Please, we ask that you state your name and your residency, and then the floor is yours. Ask your questions, make your comments. We're here. Last chance for 2025. Okay, maybe in 26 we'll have more public participation. In chambers, not on Facebook. Okay.
I have a question about the
Yeah.
sidewalk, Rebecca Christian, about the sidewalks that we're replacing in town and everything. Is there any ordinance about when, because I live on Orange Street and I walk up to Columbia Park all the time just to walk the track and everything. As I walk up the street, that sidewalk is a disaster there. Whose responsibility is it to fix it? Who, and what has to be done to fix that part of the sidewalk? You think about all the football games and everything else and the people that are walking there, that sidewalk is destroyed. And someone's gonna trip and get hurt and injured and, I mean, I usually walk out into the street just to avoid it.
Well, there's a few things. One, technically, the ordinance states that property owners are responsible. I would say historically, the issue is over the years, it's not been enforced. Just created a really big issue on a lot of sidewalks and an administrative issue. I guess I can put it that, but that doesn't mean nothing should be done. A lot of the sidewalks you see being replaced are mostly through grants, so that's helped offset the cost. What could be done? Citations. We've looked at possibly considering programs where you bid out the entire town and residents could possibly, if I'm saying this wrong, please stop me. Could get in on it, and then basically it goes against the assessed value of the property, but therefore the residents still paying for it. Or, what we have been doing is that anytime somebody goes to sell their property as part of the inspection before CO is issued, the construction officials will basically say you gotta replace your sidewalk before we issue a CO, and it's on the current property owners, it's the new property owner.
So as of right now, like the sidewalk that's the most destroyed is a house that's up for sale right now. So you're saying that before they can sell it, that sidewalk has to be replaced?
In that case, yes. Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your address, just for the record?
329 Orange Street.
Thank
It's a big concern. We recognize that. South Washington Avenue, we have a grant that's gonna replace all the sidewalks there. Either next budget season or the following.
This coming year.
Okay, so that's something you'll be seeing over the next 2 years being done, in 24 months.
I mean, you have to think that this town is a walking town to their schools and everything. There's a lot of kids that come from behind there that walk that direction. So it's just, you know, a safety concern more than anything else.
I understand, it's my neck of the woods too, so
I know.
I get your point, but it's an issue throughout the entire town that, unfortunately, that ordinance was not enforced over the years, so. We're trying to find ways in which we can lighten the load on residents without having to fully do citations, because that's a lot of residents that want the project at the site. So.
No problem. Thank you.
And even in the last project on Second Street, the contractor would reach out to the residents if they wanted some concrete work done, and say we get a very reasonable price for them to do it on their own with the contractor, the side thing.
Thank you. So. Mr.
Hi, David Atkinson, 247 in Philadelphia. Thank you for last meeting, Colson and all the council people for considering me for volunteering. It means a lot to be able to volunteer for Dunellen, and so just say thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Any other members of the public before we close up shop for 26?
25.
Oh, 25. Oh,
Yes.
it is. You're grown up. I'm certainly not trying to wish away time, man. Wait, hey. Okay, Joe, item 11 is adjournment, we have resolution 427. And before I motion and second on that, our next council meeting is Thursday, January 1st, 2026. At 12 p.m. in these chambers for a reorganization where we reorganize our government. So hope you join us in person or virtually. Can I have a motion and second on resolution 427 to adjourn for 2020?
Move it, Albertson.
Second, Van Horns.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Very nice.
I will do that.
Okay. We have a tiebreaker this one? Okay, and everyone got